What if the rapture isn't what you were taught? And what if it is prohibited? That single question has shaken churches, divided believers, and kept millions awake at night. Some preach that Jesus will secretly snatch believers away before chaos erupts on earth. Others insist the rapture is a modern invention with no real biblical foundation. So which is it, truth or tradition, scripture or speculation? The idea of the rapture didn't always dominate Christian teaching. For the first centuries of the church, believers focused more on endurance, faithfulness, and the visible return of Christ. Persecution was real, suffering was expected, and hope was anchored in resurrection, not escape. Then centuries later, interpretations emerged that emphasized a sudden removal of believers from the earth. From that moment, the question exploded: did the Bible always teach this, or did we read it into the text? Supporters of the rapture point to passages that sound unmistakable. 2 will be in the field, 1 will be taken and the other left. The Lord himself will descend, and we who are alive will be caught up. These verses feel dramatic, urgent, supernatural. They paint a picture of separation, speed, and surprise. Many believers say the rapture explains God's mercy. Why would a loving God allow his people to face end-time wrath? To them, the rapture is rescue, not fear. But critics slow the reader down and ask harder questions. Taken where? Left for what? Is caught up describing a secret disappearance or a public meeting with a returning king? In ancient cultures, citizens would go out to meet a conquering ruler and escort him back into the city. Some scholars argue that's exactly the image being used, not an escape from earth, but a welcome of Christ as he returns to reign. Suddenly the same verses feel less like evacuation and more like coronation. Then there's the issue of timing. Is it before tribulation, during it, or after it? The Bible repeatedly warns believers to endure, to remain faithful under pressure, to expect trials. Jesus himself said his followers would face trouble. If the rapture removes believers before hardship, why so many warnings about perseverance? Why tell Christians to stand firm to the end if they won't be there? Still, dismissing the rapture completely isn't simple either. Scripture clearly speaks of transformation in an instant, of mortality putting on immortality, of a moment when history changes forever. There will be a dramatic shift. There will be a gathering of God's people. The real tension may not be whether something happens, but how we imagine it happening. Here's where the conversation often goes wrong. Instead of letting the rapture point us to readiness, love, and holiness, it becomes fuel for fear, date setting, and endless arguments. Some live terrified of being left behind. Others mock the idea and grow spiritually careless. But Jesus never told his followers to obsess over timelines. He told them to stay awake, stay faithful, and stay filled with love. What if the most important question isn't, is the rapture true or not? But, am I living ready either way? If Christ returned today, publicly, suddenly, gloriously, would your faith be real or just familiar? Would your life reflect hope or complacency? The early Christians didn't cling to escape, they clung to Christ. They expected his return, but they also expected to suffer with courage if necessary. Whether the rapture is a literal sudden removal or a symbolic description of meeting Christ at his return, one truth remains unshaken. Jesus is coming back. History is not random. Evil does not win. Faithfulness matters. And no interpretation of prophecy replaces obedience today. The danger isn't believing in the rapture. The danger is using it as an excuse to stop caring about the world, to avoid responsibility, or to live unprepared spiritually. And the danger isn't questioning the rapture either. The danger is becoming so skeptical that we forget the promise of Christ's return altogether. So is the rapture true or not? Scripture invites humility, not arrogance. Watchfulness, not panic. Faith, not fear. The Bible doesn't call us to win prophecy debates. It calls us to be ready, to love deeply, and to stand firm until the very end. Because however it unfolds, when Christ appears, only one thing will matter. Were you truly His?